let's make some Valentine cinnamon rolls. We're gonna add pink to them and make the dough pink and make them very festive. And then we can decide who you would like to give them to. How's that sound? Okay. We're gonna put the butter in. We're gonna double it. So, let's see.
Into the measuring cup?
Yeah, we're gonna actually triple it. And then we'll have to perfect.
Maybe I can give some to Jordan because she hates Valentine's Day.
Well, there you go. Let's do that. We'll make hers extra special, and then she'll just start loving Valentine's Day. So, do you want to get out the sugar and the flour? I got some ingredients for you for making your little baskets, some fun little baskets. And how was the trampoline park?
Good. There were a lot of kids there.
Should we do a video on that sometime and take it?
Mm-hmm.
We will do that.
How much?
That'll be, go ahead with the sugar, and the sugar, since we're tripling it, 3 cups. And with the yeast. I do it a little bit different than people do. So, we also need to get,
There's some clumps in there.
yeah, they'll melt, or they'll disintegrate. So what else could we do for some Valentine's ideas? We could make
We
some,
used to have that.
we could make some coupons for people.
Yeah, but then they don't use it until like
It could have an expiration date. You have to use.
February 15th.
By February 15th, you're going to give them a day to use it. And we could at least give them a week. What would you do? Like a gift card or a movie or I'm saying make homemade gift cards. I'm saying.
No, I would give them. I don't know. They get a workout with me.
Oh, that'd be good. Okay, you put 3 in? Okay. Wow. Oh, Lordy. Okay, so we have a lot of teaching to do before you go off to college. We'll work on that. I don't know what you just did.
What?
Well, there's sugar all over. So, anyway.
Yeah, because there were clumps.
Okay. You can put that away for now. Put the lid on that and put it away. I'm going to get this milk and stuff a little bit warmer. Not a lot, because we're not going to kill the yeast. And if you could get a bowl, go ahead and just put it in this bowl. Put 2, 4, 6 eggs in that bowl. I bought a whole bunch more. We We also need to narrow down your apartment search. Because the one girl from the 12B has been calling a lot.
The girl?
Uh-huh. Okay. So...
I don't know if I want to live in
No, I don't think so either. Probably should just tell her that.
that one. Oh, yeah, that's that one. The one that talked forever.
Yeah, except it was her boss that's calling.
Gotta make sure I have room for blue.
See what I did there? Measured with my hand.
You
Okay.
said 6.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I should get out the vodka. Ease my... That's one thing. Grandma was always so patient in the kitchen. Learned a lot in the kitchen. And then if you could get mix them up when you're done with that, and maybe don't drip egg yolk all over.
I didn't.
Okay. And then they can go in here because this is staying nice and warm and the yeast will rise. And before we put in the flour, we need to add the food coloring. Otherwise, it will not.
Where do you have one?
What are you looking for? Be a whisk in there. Put in a little food coloring. I might not have a whisk actually, so you might have to. So I'm going to turn it pink a little at a time. And you can put, when those are whisked up, you can put them in here. Okay, that's good. Okay. See this turning pink? It can actually, well, yeah, we can do those later. Now, what does a good cook do? What are some very important rules? Keeps the kitchen clean.
Well,
We're not going to add that yet, Destiny. You'll have to measure that out. So take off the 1 cup off of that. And then get a paper towel or another something to hold over for your flour, because keeping your workspace clean is what I was getting at as you go, because you have less cleanup then at the end and it makes it more enjoyable. Right?
yep.
What are some things that you have learned from your mom, whether in the kitchen or just anywhere, just watching, just habits that you've learned?
People are always watching.
Okay. But something specific that's rubbed off on you, hopefully, in a good way. See how that turned pink? then we'll add the flour. And so just keep adding the flour until its consistency is nice and elastic. And I'm gonna go throw this away. Oh, yeah, and we'll add.
How much?
Keep adding it until it's nice and elastic. So at least 5 to 6 cups. And actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna separate the dough before you do that.
I wasn't supposed to put it in.
It's fine, just the one. We're gonna go ahead and separate the dough because when it rises, it's going to get nice and big. So we're gonna put it in a nice other container too, so that it has room to grow. And
Well, can we make some red ones? Like a couple red ones for the Super Bowl tonight?
Well, it's hard to make red because
we
I
can separate some and see.
because I have pink. I didn't get red food coloring, and it'll take too much of this to. It'll be gross and yeah.
Can we make some yellow?
No, let's not.
Well, do you have red frosting?
Because it'll. No, I don't. But we could maybe get some red frosting. I might have red frosting. Let me look and see. I need to get another bowl to put that in, and I believe it's downstairs. Yeah, hang on. Is have this ready. Okay. And we'll put half of it in here. Without making too much of a mess. And then that way when it rises, it won't go up over the bowl. Okay, then you can add equal parts and we can each stir. And we'll add the potatoes at this point too.
Why do you add?
Adding the potatoes is, I see that you pulled the typical teenager. So I had just said that and then you asked again. That's okay. Soft and fluffy, and it's just a little secret ingredient that there is another recipe of dinner rolls that adds these into the recipe, and they're called Denver biscuits, but they're like Denver rolls that Grandma Linda makes, and that's the ingredient. So I thought I'm going to start adding them to the cinnamon rolls, and what do you know? Lo and behold, it makes it fluffy, nice, and it's just a nice addition to what you're trying to make and achieve with your cinnamon rolls. And I've got more flour. As you can see, I am a dumper. That's the beauty of baking bread. When you do cookies and things like that, you definitely don't want to be a dumper. But bread, when you get kind of good at it, you can make it very pliable and you kind of know when to stop adding flour. And if you want to go ahead, or you want to keep measuring, or what do you want me to stir? Look how this is. This is going to be a very pretty color. Very, very pretty color. So I got us some lottery tickets. Do you want to scratch some?
Sure.
So if we win millions, what are we going to do? Help people? Pay off bills?
Yeah. And
Maybe work on our goals of that dream of the destiny. Helping kids and families. And what?
Probably buy all the animals out of a shelter.
And we would keep
To
them?
be put down. Well, yeah, we could have a pet farm.
Have a pet. Oh, that'd be good. Holy cow. That would be fun. I guess if we didn't have to have a full-time job, we could do that. Help kids and families and pets. Well, and then give families pet. That's kind of cool how this happened. One is darker, and that's the beauty of also of cooking. Some things just turn out different each time, and one is lighter, and that's just kind of fun. Huh.
Wait, which one do you
Keep going for both of them because they are. Be careful when you add the flour in because it flies. They are both needing to have more until we can actually form or work it with our hands a little bit. Also makes your arm muscles work stirring this together without a bread machine. And we could put it in the mixer, but I'm just old school and just do it by hand, I guess. I don't really think about putting it in the mixer. Now, this, probably half of that in each one now will be enough. We'll cover them. We'll put them over on the stove where it's kind of nice and warm, and we'll let them rise about an hour and a half, or they'll be about like double their size. This one actually looks like sugar cookie dough. We might add them together. I don't know. We might leave them different. What do you think?
I don't really like that color.
Well, it's just like a nice little pink.
It's
Do we want to mix them together then? But it might be marbled now because it wasn't at the first of the time.
I'll leave them separate.
Leave them. I think so too. So we added the food coloring while in the mix while the mix was light and liquidy. Otherwise, it would be marbled and it wouldn't mix in good, and it would be terrible unless that's what you're going for. Okay, this and this can be put in there in the sink, and if you want to get out the saran wrap, we can put that cover up each one so it's nice and tight, and we'll give it some room to breathe, grow, expand, and then we'll be back. Lemon and the sugar, because I kind of like to have it all mixed in. And if you want to work a little bit on that, and this has to go the whole, or we're going to have to get more. So you want it all over. You want to work on that. And I've got the pans ready. It is actually, we could both. What have you been doing this afternoon?
Nothing.
While I've been doing the dishes. I might need to send you to get some more butter because it's like I don't want to run out. Okay, we'll roll that up. You grab a knife out of the sink of the clean dishes. Just like the flour. And then bring over a couple of those pans. They're already, they have grease in them. So. I'll just have you hold them while I cut off the ends. Pretty. And then we'll do we want to do different ones in the color or different colors in, see what I mean? Same ones in the same color in the same pans or different?
Same color.
Okay. We'll do 6 in each one because I think we're doing double. Give them room to, they'll expand over there. We'll have Jody and Brian's kind of mixed because okay. And then this one we'll have kind of mixed. And then one of the small ones, because I'll have for Lisa and Craig. And I'm going to do a bread for Grandma and Grandpa. Yeah. And then I'll do these for the little kiddos. Okay. Now we'll make, yeah, we might have to. Let me think. This one needs to make 6, 12, about
15.
4, 5, 12, 15, probably the same part, 15, about 16 to 17. So I'll add that one to that one to make the pretty bread.
I think I can't eat that anymore.
Smells good. And I think also I'll make a couple of real big ones to go with Robin's food on
If we have
Tuesday.
any couple, can I take some of Mrs. Ware?
And we can see
My
how much we
favorite
have.
teacher.
Yeah, we can see how much we have here being made. We have more dough in a little one, it looks like. Okay, I think you can shut that off now, because then after they come out, hold that up to the camera. One of those.
Let's take that.
Not this.
I know, just take it out.
So Destiny's already changed her clothes and getting ready to go to a Super Bowl party. We also worked on some cupcakes for Kansas City Chiefs playing the Tampa Bay today. So she's going to take them to a little party. I, on the other hand, I don't know what I'm going to do. Anyway, she'll be off in a little bit, and you learned some things, maybe a couple things. Did you learn anything new today?
No, we do that a lot. We bake a lot.
Yeah, but I think you may have learned something about holding the tubes a little bit differently for the cupcakes. But yeah, we do cinnamon rolls quite a bit. You want to add to something? And anyway, the most important thing I think about being in the kitchen is the secret ingredient is always love. And no matter how many messes you make or how many mess ups you make, because we also didn't know if the cinnamon rolls were going to turn out today because they didn't rise as good, and it's very cold outside, but they turned out great. So here's one of the pans, and it doesn't have the frosting on it yet, but it ended up being the pink Valentine ones, and it's just not that they're just not as big, but sometimes that happens. And so the most important thing is doing it with love and communication and just having fun in the kitchen. So everybody have a great day, and we will see you again soon. As always, love Mama.